Since Gal Gadot scored her first international role, playing Giselle Yasher in the Fast and Furious franchise, her career has been rapidly ascending. However, the role that consolidated her place as a big Hollywood star was starring as Diane Prince/Wonder Woman in the DC Extended Universe movie. The superhero saga established Gadot as a big name within the adult and teenage audience. She tends to live her life out of the spotlight, and there are a lot of fascinating things you might not know about her and her past. Here are 10 things you might not have known about Gal Gadot. She worked for Burger King. As a teenager, she was disinterested in working as a model, despite getting a lot of attention for her looks. So, instead of making money by posing for pictures, she instead decided to take up a job at Burger King. However, her Burger King job was short-lived because between graduating from high school and serving the 2 mandatory years in the Israel Defense Forces, her mother decided to enter her into the Miss Israel beauty pageant. She was a beauty queen. Before she was Wonder Woman or even an actress, Gadot was crowned Miss Israel in 2004. After her victory, she realized that the beauty pageant world was not for her, so, although she had to go to Miss Universe to represent Israel, she intentionally sabotaged herself to ensure she didn't place. She told People magazine, "I really didn't want to win the Miss Universe pageant. It was too much being Miss Israel. I was 19, I wasn't that type of girl, I rebelled. I came down late, I showed up late to everything. They make you wear evening gowns for breakfast. I didn't wear evening gowns to breakfast, I didn't wear my makeup. I remember Paula Abdul was part of the judges, and she was asking me a question and I just said I don't understand. And I successfully didn't win." She was a combat trainer. In Israel, all residents are conscripted into the Israeli Defense Forces, so like everyone else, Gadot joined the IDF following her Miss Israel win and served 2 years. During her 2-year service, she trained soldiers in sports combat, particularly in gymnastics and calisthenics. She has spoken about her time in the military on multiple occasions and was even in a photo shoot as part of Maxim magazine's 2007 Women of the Israeli Army segment. She studied law before acting. While her time as Miss Israel opened doors into the modeling world, Gadot had no intention of pursuing a career in modeling or acting, and after her time in the army, she went to university to study law and international relations. While in school, a casting director saw her photo on the wall of her modeling agency and wanted her to audition for a role in the James Bond film Quantum of Solace, but she wanted no part of it. In an interview with W magazine, she explained, "I said, no way. I said, I'm studying law and international relations. I'm way too serious and smart to be an actress, and besides, the script is all in English. I spoke English, but I wasn't comfortable with it." Despite her initial reservations, she ended up auditioning, and although she lost out to Olga Kurylenko, she did end up landing a role in 2009's Fast and Furious, officially launching her acting career. She does a lot of her own stunts. Gadot is a talented actress who not only prepares for a role both mentally and physically but also does her own stunts, or at least, a large proportion of them. Indeed, many of the stunts that you see her character do in the Fast and the Furious films are actually performed by Gadot herself, and not a stunt double. All of the stunts on Fast 5 and 6, I have done myself, and on Fast 6 we went crazy with all the action moves. The adrenaline was just incredible, and I enjoyed being able to do all the stuff that in real life you can't. When working on the films, she also said, "I want to have gunshots, I want to fly up in the air, on the motorcycle, whatever. I want to do it all, by myself, no stunt woman." She almost quit acting. In a 2017 interview with Today, Gadot said that she was as close as it gets to quitting acting and going back to law school before she got the call to try out for Batman v Superman. She said, "There's so much rejection in this world that I thought, maybe it's not for me, maybe I should go back to law school instead of dragging my family with me." She trained intensely for 6 months for her role as Wonder Woman. According to her, it's tough to become a superhero. Indeed, when she was cast for the role of Wonder Woman, she had to undergo a serious training program to get in shape for the demanding role. While her time in the army certainly helped with the 2 aforementioned qualities, she confessed that training to become Wonder Woman was actually much harder and much more intense than training for the army. In her interview with Live with Kelly and Ryan, Gadot said, "I was training 6 months prior to the shoots in 6 hours a day. I did 2 hours of gym work, 2 hours of fight choreography, and 1.5 hour to 2 hours of horseback riding. It was a lot more intense by far." The talented actress not only had to train for 6 hours every day, she also had to keep a close eye on her diet. She doesn't actually ride a motorcycle. Although it's been widely reported that she owns a 2006 Ducati Monster motorcycle and has a real-life need for speed, the rumors don't seem to be true, despite the fact that she did jump from a motorcycle to a moving Jeep for a movie role. During an interview with Harper's Bazaar in 2015, she was asked about her passion for riding powerful bikes, and she replied, "I've gotta tell you, I know that it's written on my Wikipedia page, but I don't ride motorcycles. It's not true, but that's fine. I'm a daring person and I always like to experience things, but now that I'm a mother, I take a lot more responsibility and I don't do crazy stuff that can kill me. So, I do all the crazy stuff when I work, and then in my ordinary life I'm very low-key." She was the face of Gucci. By 2015, she was an internationally acclaimed model, and she was working for some of the most important lines in the world. It was during that year that she was chosen to be the face of Gucci Bamboo. According to Vogue, Gal Gadot was the perfect choice to represent a perfume that was not only original, but also multifaceted. She's a producer. In 2019, Gadot and her husband, Yaron Barsano, founded a production company named Pilot Wave, and their first two projects are a historical thriller about humanitarian Irina Sendler and a series about Hedy Lamarr, the actress and inventor. Gadot will star and co-produce both of them. The couple said, "As producers, we want to help bring stories that have inspired us to life. Pilot Wave will create content that promotes the perspectives and experiences of unique people and produce impactful stories aimed at igniting the imagination."